Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your week ahead, October 14th to October 21st, 2019. Taurus, I shuffled some of your energy. We're going to get into this. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you could make it. I've been getting over a little bit of a cold. If any of you have been doing the same, I wish you all to feel well and much better. So, Taurus, let's get into what's happening for you, and then we're going to shuffle for your spread. Now, I was pre shuffling for you, and you do have the hangman that came out. So, some of you may be feeling stuck, and you may be feeling like you got a few things, or even some people coming at you all at once, and that may be causing you to feel stuck. But in terms of your feelings, you do have exhausted, weary, fatigued, and drained. So, you're tired right now. There's a need for you to get rest, or you just got a lot that you've been doing and having to deal with and be responsible for. And you've been pulling it by yourself, and it's weighing on you. You also have requires stillness. So, as it has to do with this hangman, where you may feel stuck, or you may be trying to look at what the alternatives could be for you. Or you could be feeling frustrated by what's coming at you, or what has come at you, or who has come at you, or is coming towards you. It requires stillness at this time. You may feel like you want to strike out at someone, or someone may be striking out at you, being a snake in some way. But this is the time where it requires you to just be still, not strike out at that, or if you're being struck out at, for you to just be still so that you can see things more clearly in order to navigate what may be causing you to feel like this. Someone or your circumstances, or maybe more than one person, may have you feeling like you're trapped, or put you in that trapped feeling, because the hangman is about feelings and emotions as well, but it's about sometimes feeling stuck, or needing to see things from a different perspective, or needing to just be still. And so you may want to strike out at someone, or whatever you're dealing with, but be still. Step back from the situation, step back from who you're dealing with. Notice all this purple, because something about you being still is not only going to be wise, but it will help you to get wisdom in how to move forward with the matter, or with who it's involving. Now, you also have 50-50. So I feel like this is about, for some, this is concerning you needing to address this exhaustion, because you're doing more, or you're taking on more than you should, and the responsibilities or the duties, or what needs to be done, needs to be more balanced, needs to be shared, needs to be done equally, measured out properly in equal measure, where it's supposed to be done 50-50. You do your part and someone else does theirs. Or you may be dealing with a situation, or with someone where it's a 50-50 chance that it may or may not go the way that you want. But with 50-50, this for me means balance, or something may or may not happen. Now you have change and development, which is a 36. And that's a 36 breaking down to a 9. So for me, that's like the hermit. So there are some things going on in your world, Taurus, that are occurring, that are shifting, that you may need to analyze, contemplate, deliberate over to gain some insight around it, or to reevaluate. It's possible you could be experiencing a measure of rejection or loneliness, but this is you needing to retract from any distractions as well. I also feel with it breaking down to a 9 that you may be dealing with something at its final stages, or some things may be closing out. You may be trying to clear something out or clear something up. There may be something that is coming into fruition, or you may be looking at what you can retain here. Or something may be you trying to persevere or overcome. Now, either you are trying to make this change, or this change is occurring, but this is something that's developing for you, or you're trying to develop. You also have danger, which is an 18. And for me, this is like talking about the moon. So you may be experiencing a lot of feelings and emotions, Taurus. There could be some fears. You may be feeling uneasy or uncertain about something. But you may have a lot of concerns, or there may be some real issues here with danger that you need to be able to reflect on. Something may be hidden, or something may be coming to light, or you may need to tread lightly, or back to you being still, because you may need to try to get some clarity with something that you could be lacking clarity with. And there may be a need for you to follow your intuition as long as your compass isn't off. But this is about you needing to be careful. What's interesting is that the 18 also breaks down to a 9, which takes it back to the hermit. So it's something about you being in hermit mode, needing to contemplate, perhaps even needing to withdraw from certain people or situation long enough for you to perhaps avoid something becoming more complicated, or more of an issue or danger for you, or more difficult for you, or where you need to consider in such a way so that whatever needs to be the solution will be the right one, but that you need to sit with it long enough to get to that. You also have own your badassery. Nice. So I feel that this is talking about you standing in your power, standing in your truth, being your authentic self, and being confident in doing that. And that whatever it is that you're dealing with, I feel that you are capable and will be capable of addressing it. But being mindful that there's still the chance of whatever you're facing, it can go one way or another, but focus on balance is more what you should do with this for 50-50. Or find balance with whatever way something goes. You also have take a quantum leap. I feel that this is talking about, because you see all this black, So something for you may feel in the dark or unclear, or something shady could be happening, or you feel that you could be dealing with people that are shady, but just something is you may not be able to see the way, or you may not know how something will play out. And I feel that this is talking about you taking the leap of faith, of trusting in your intuition. Because, see, there is some light in the dark, and that the way will be shown to you. But it will be necessary for you to perhaps try to get some rest. Try not to do things or deal with things when you are tired and weary and drained, because it will cause you to lack clarity, and it will cause you to be impatient, and it will put you more in a stuck mentality and attitude. And this is about you being open to change and seeing how you can change and develop things. But it requires you operating from a place of wisdom with whatever could pose itself to you as a hostility that needs to be addressed. And perhaps whatever you're dealing with, be mindful that it's possible that you may not need to have the response or the solution immediately, since you do have requires stillness. And the answer could be just you being still. So let's take a look at what's going on for you, Taurus, in the week ahead. We're going to take a look at October 14th to the 21st, 2019. Spirit, what did Taurus need to know with these energies, October 14th to October 21st, 2019? Using the Celtic cross spread, what is the current energy, the challenge? What is underneath? What is in the recent past? What is in the crowning thoughts for Taurus? What is in the future for Taurus? What is Taurus' role in energy? What is in Taurus' environment, external to Taurus? What is Taurus' hopes and fears? And what is Taurus' likely outcome that can also act as advice? And from the bottom of the deck, what is the overall energy surrounding Taurus, please? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In the spirit of Halloween, Taurus, I'm using the Twisted Tarot Tales for anyone who's interested. This is the back of the cards. Okay, so let's get into your reading. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Five of Swords. So with this Five of Swords, you are dealing with some sort of conflict or dispute. I feel that for a lot of you, the conflict or dispute is behind you, that it's over, but it still is something that's haunting you right now. Because something about that conflict or dispute or issue, you still playing it out in your mind with someone that you were dealing with, or whoever this pertains to. Or this might just be something that happened in the past Either way, I feel like it's something that may have happened in the past. Because you see here it has ghosts. I do feel though you are somewhat at peace for yourself about this matter. Now, if this is a couple, I do feel that the dispute is over, the issue between you is over, but somehow something about whatever the issue was or the communication or problems is something that's still haunting you or is still in the back of your mind, is still playing out, and you're still trying to see clear through it, still trying to pierce it, make sense of it, maybe even clear it out. And it may not be easy to do. Now, the way that you see yourself is the hangman, which is here again. But it's this one. So you may feel like you might have been victimized. And I apologize if anyone is feeling uncomfortable with the images. They are graphic and explicit in nature to some extent. So if you don't watch horror movies, then this may not be the video for you. But this is you feeling like a victim. Okay? You feel like a victim. You feel like you may have felt like you've been mistreated here. It's possible that someone didn't see your perspective, or you may not have been able to get your perspective conveyed to someone else. And this may have been shocking to you, or someone is surprised by you. But I feel like you were the victim here in a situation. Now, in the distant past, you do have the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is someone that is supposed to be mature in nature. This is mental energy. So there was some sort of communication perhaps with someone that was this King of Swords. Or this could have been you. But whatever this communication was, it was very sharp communication, very cutting communication with the swords here. Very blunt communication. With this energy of the King of Swords, this is someone who you may have felt had some wicked intention, or someone who disappointed you. You may even felt like this person could come across as mentally disturbed. But there was some sort of harsh communication. There may have even been a feeling of a breach of trust. May even been some lies, betrayal. You may have felt like there was some sort of deception or conflict here, manipulation. But someone felt attacked. There may have been here some sort of argument, because remember, we do have that Five of Swords. Someone may have been undiplomatic. But also I feel that with this King of Swords, there was a decision made to cut something or someone out. Now in the recent past, you do have this Ace of Pentacles. So I feel that this is about establishing something new. This is the potential to create something new, to implement something new in the recent past. Or you gain something new here. This could have something to do with money, or this is about you establishing some new practical approach. Because with this King of Swords, who you were dealing with, you may have cut someone out and you've decided to establish something new for yourself. because whoever this is that you were dealing with, there was something that didn't work out in the communication. And so you made a decision here. I feel like this is someone you were dealing with that did not see things the way you did, or just couldn't see. Because if you take a look, this person has no eyes. Someone just lacked clarity. It could have been you, but I feel like this is someone that you were dealing with that just couldn't see. And so you had to, they made you feel like the victim. This person was against you. And so you decided to establish something new, to build your own new foundation, or come up with a new practical approach. That this could have been something around money. But this was you focused on a new way to gain what you wanted here, or create what you want for yourself, or try something new. So right now, where you're at right now is you have Father Time and you have the Ace of Pentacles again. So I feel that right now, I feel like this is you deciding that time is up. That you've reflected upon something, because he has decided to cut something away. That the time has come that whatever the memories you hold about something, the way things have gone or went, this may be family, because you have children here, and this merry-go-round. This could have been your parent or some sort of family member that is older than you, or that you have had some respect or regard for. But the time has come where you are now deciding that it's time to do something new. Returning to that Ace of Pentacles, it's time to do something new. And that's your challenge, is looking at that. Because you have the Fool and Strength and the Moon here with this fortune teller here. And this is about going in a new direction and being strong, because this is about you following your intuition, even though there may have been a lot of intense emotions and feelings, and even though there may be some uncertainty or uneasiness around it. But after introspection, this is about you making a decision. It's time to go in a new direction. It's time to establish something new for yourself. And create your own new firm foundation. And cut this person out. Because what's on your mind is the Hierophant. And this is about family. This is about your beliefs. And I feel that with this roller coaster in the back, and with this looks like a magician, something just was being manipulated. You lack faith in something because it just kept being a roller coaster. And there was no commitment. The commitment was fake, an illusion. And you realize that now. That your belief and the belief of the other person is not the same. Now, with this King of Swords and the Hierophant here, it is possible that you could have been dealing with an institution, and someone that is a professional, where there was a matter concerning money and there's timing involved. We're trying to address and resolve a dispute. And the issue of when you can have something established around this matter to gain this opportunity or have something practical put in place or see the money that it is that you want to get here or learn what will be implemented here. But in the future, you do have judgment. So with judgment here, a final decision may have been made or a decision is being made in the future. This decision will be a final decision. For some of you, this is about rising to the call. For some of you, this is about seeing how you can amend something. But I feel like this is a decision being made. A final decision. And so what's going on around you is this Ace of Wands. So you have the Ace of Wands here. And so this is what's external to you. So what's going on around you is some sort of new start or something new is being initiated. Some new action is being taken here in order to recenter. With this Ace of Wands. This is about that new beginning. Now, your innermost hopes or fears is the moon. So you're hoping to have clarity. You're hoping to be able to have introspection and see what is hidden. You're hoping to follow your intuition. You're hoping that things will be revealed to you, that you'll be able to see clearly and have clarity here. But you could also be fearing that you could lack clarity or lack intuition here, or that something is hidden from you. Or that your emotions are too intense to be able to address what needs to be changed or how to develop this or avoid any danger or see the solution for yourself or be able to go forward even though you may not be sure what lies ahead. Now your likely outcome is the Ace of Wands. So you have it twice in your environment. And by the way, with the Ace of Wands in your environment, someone plans to initiate something and take some sort of action towards you. But with the Ace of Wands as your outcome, this is the potential to take action with something, but where this action that you may be looking to take, or someone may be looking to take with you, may not be in the best interest of you or for that person, because you see that is like this monster lurking. So this new action or this new thing to be initiated may not be the best action to take, whatever this is. If this is this person, they may expect a rude awakening if they're coming towards you. And if this is you, whatever this action is that you may be considering to take, this may be the time where you need to instead recognize that it requires stillness and not act. Because whatever action this is may not best serve you. Because something is lurking that you don't see, that may come out or end up happening that you aren't anticipating as a result of taking that action. Which then therein lies the danger. So let's take a look at what some guidance is for you, Taurus. The Hierophant also talks about commitment. But again, with this Hierophant, there's something about it that is not real. Something about it that there's an illusion. Spirit, what is the guidance? You have one card that came out. And this is expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Expecting miracles. That is your guidance. So take a quantum leap. Just be mindful about who may be taking some action towards you to initiate something, or what action you may be considering taking to initiate. That you make sure you have clarity and that you can see clearly, and that nothing is in a blind spot for you. Or be still, because right now, whatever action you want to take, I feel it just does require your stillness right now. You know what that is. For those of you where this comes up, wanting to initiate or take action with something, because it may or may not work, it may or may not be balanced. Be mindful about being stuck and stagnant, and your ability to see the alternatives despite the frustration. Look towards the wisdom in the matter. And you shouldn't be doing anything if you're exhausted and tired and trying to drag something on or drag something out or carry on when you're drained and fatigued and weary. You want to make right decisions. Now, it is possible someone may try to amend something, or you may be trying to get results. But you want to make the right decision. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.